What's going on, everyone? This is Achilles LBT. Oh, excuse me. This is Awiz, formerly known as Achilles LBT, coming at you with a brand new video. And in today's video, I just kind of wanted to send a little bit of a message slash warning, I guess, for any future viewers that might be thinking to leave comments in the sections of my videos. Well, to put this out there first, I don't mind people putting comments at all. If I was one of those guys that didn't like comments, I would have just blocked them altogether. Obviously, I didn't, so I don't mind. Like, whatever you want to say is whatever you want to say. I think you should be free to speak your mind, so I do encourage you to do that on all levels. The reason why I'm making this video is actually for the I guess for the message behind the message, because obviously you have the right to comment on whatever you want. My thing is that, and I've noticed it on maybe 2 or 3 separate occasions over this time since comments started like popping up on my videos. Excuse me. But sometimes I see situations where somebody might leave a comment on the video, critiquing something, which is fine. I actually think that's cool. Like, things like that sometimes when worded correctly, or like if there's actually a fair message behind what's being said, sometimes they can actually help you as a content creator improve the quality of your videos. But then you have these other situations where somebody is trying to make a point that either doesn't need to be made. And by saying that, I mean, like, if they would have actually watched the video and paid attention to what was going on, there would have been no need for them to say certain things, like, at all. Or a situation where somebody is basically partaking in a who knows more kind of thing when it comes to, like, the topic in question. Like, this guy made a video about XYZ, saying that he knows about this because of, you know, whatever reason. But me, as somebody watching a video and commenting on this video, I feel like I know more. So I'm going to comment on this video and challenge what he knows and let that be that. So my warning is, choose your words carefully, because I do see every single comment left on my videos, obviously. If I don't respond to a particular comment, you may want to look at what you said a few days after you say it. Because sometimes I actually just upvote the comment if I think it's cool. I don't feel the need to actually like respond, but I will still upvote it as a way of letting you know that I saw it and I appreciated it. So there is that. But then there's going to be other situations where if you try to call me out on a certain aspect of my video, don't come crying foul if I respond, and I respond in a manner that you don't like. There's this notion that I've seen, it's not just on my videos, I see it on, there are tons of other content creators for like a billion other games, but let's just stay on HOTS for now, let's just stay on Heroes. There are tons of better content creators for Heroes of the Storm than me out there. There's a reason why I'm low end, there's a reason why nobody knows about my channel, nobody knows about my stream, there's a reason for that. And I've been fine with that for the better part of a year and a half. Like, I've been playing the game for 2 years, and change or whatever, like however long I've been playing. And it doesn't bother me that I've still been like uploading for at least a year and a half, because I did play the game for a certain amount of time where I wasn't recording, and then I just up and decided that I thought it would be cool. And here we are still now to this day, still uploading videos. It's not just me. I've seen it pop up on other people's videos where somebody thinks they know more than the person that's streaming, than the person that's creating the content. And they go off in the chat section trying to prove a point, and then maybe they get a response that they don't like, and then they all of a sudden come out with their hands up saying, hey, why do you have to be so mean? Why do you have to respond like this? I was just trying to give you advice. I was just trying to do this. No. No, 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 no. What you have to understand, we're gonna circle back to this channel right here. And I'm gonna put something out there as clear as I possibly can. If you're going to say something here, you're not dealing with a 21-year-old kid, a 19-year-old kid, a 15-year-old kid. I am a 30-year-old grown man. If you're going to say something, be careful about what you say, because I understand how conversations work in a different manner than a lot of these young guys do. And if you have a bigger message behind what you're saying, I'm going to see it. So, when you go on a video and say that a certain aspect of my video is something that you found annoying, that's fair. That's fine. But do not think that you're just going to say that and I'm going to stay quiet about it. Or do not think you're going to try and be a smartass about your next comment and be smug saying that I could have just called it this and I'm just going to stay quiet and let that rock. So, and I just finished responding to someone else, calling into question how much I might actually know about the game just because he saw that I was in the Gold League and Hero League, which I think is hilarious. Considering that if you follow this game as much as I do, you know by now that you'll watch a high-level streamer, and by high level I mean somebody who's pulling views all the time, somebody that's already unlocked the subscriber button, the whole nine, the works. You'll watch a high-level streamer play in a high-level game, or a quote-unquote high-level game. On paper, it's high-level, at least. They'll play in a Master League ranked match, a Grandmaster ranked match, a Diamond ranked match. And you still see guys in there making the same exact mistakes that you might see somebody making in Gold. You might see somebody making in Silver. I've only heard about Bronze. I've never been in Bronze, so I can't comment on that. But I'm sure that there are good players in Bronze League as well that might be there by mistake. Not saying that Bronze is full of those guys, because I'm pretty sure it's not. But I'm just gonna say that I'm not gonna sit here and assume that just because you're in a certain rank completely dictates what you do and what you don't know about the video game. You have to be a certain kind of player in order to analyze everything about the game, in order to analyze what it is that you do well, what it is that you don't do well, what it is that your teammates do well, what it is that your teammates don't do well. And again, like I told that one specific viewer, which I didn't mind him commenting on the video. If he's watching this video, I didn't mind it at all. But at the same time, again, you need to be careful with how you're wording things and be careful with the message you're ultimately trying to send. Because I will respond in a way that shuts down whatever it is you think you're trying to say to me. Because again, I understand the game on a different level. Me personally, like many others out there, I am a solo queue player only. I am one guy. I can make all the decisions in the world. All the decisions in the world that will help my team as much as it possibly can to try to win. Do I play a strong game every single time? Absolutely not. Nobody does. We're all human beings. We all have bad games. But I will say that a majority of my games, I play well enough at least to win the game. But it has zero effect on what the other 4 players on my team are doing. It has zero effect on how they draft. It has zero effect on anything that they want to do. Their demeanor, their attitude, whether or not they call GG 5 minutes in. It has no effect on that whatsoever. So I need you to understand that. It does not matter how talented you are at this game. And I don't want to hear anything about, oh, this player got out of this league. This player got out of that league. Those players that you watch every day, they duo queue. And they duo queue for a reason. And me personally, I feel like it's a cheap way to get out of a bad situation. So I refuse to duo queue. But that's my personal decision. And it's not something that I wave out there as like, oh, this is why I'm stuck. No. I don't say that. Like, I understand that I solo queue all the time. And I do it on purpose. Because if I do find a way to get around my current conundrum, then I actually have that where I can say I did it by myself. I didn't rely on somebody else to carry me out of my hole right now. I will never be one of those players. But that's my personal decision. Just like how anything that I choose to do regarding my mechanics, regarding my preferences of how I play the game, those are my decisions. If you don't like them, that's cool. That's perfectly fine. I don't expect everybody to like 100% of what I do at all. We're all human beings. Like, there's stuff about your favorite streamer I'm sure that you don't like. I hope there's stuff about your favorite streamer that you don't like. But at the end of the day, what you have to understand is that the person that you're choosing to watch, whether it's for that one time or if it's for the next 100 times that you decide to watch someone, whatever it is they choose to do is whatever it is they choose to do. You have no effect on what that is. So you need to understand that as a viewer. You can say whatever you want in my comment section. You can complain about whatever you want if you choose to go on the streams. That's fine. but it's going to have zero effect on what I choose to do with my channel. It's going to have zero effect on what I choose to do with my stream. And you guys need to be okay with that, because I'm perfectly fine with you guys criticizing what I do from time to time. But it doesn't seem like you guys, it doesn't seem like some of you appreciate when I respond in kind with what I have to say. All of a sudden it becomes a problem, and that's just not how real life works. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but that's just the reality of it. And if you're not ready to accept that, then maybe you shouldn't be commenting on videos. Like I tell anybody else that likes to criticize in a manner, it's different if you criticize in the way that, you know, you want to pick each other's brains, because I've had some of my regulars kind of challenge what I know too before, but they did it in a manner where it wasn't disrespectful in any kind of way on any level, but there was a clear-cut message being sent. I want to know why you do this, because I choose to do this and I get results, and I'm seeing what you're doing and it doesn't work the same way, and I want to know why you choose to do this. When you have a conversation like that, then both of you can like go back and forth and reach like a middle ground, a medium ground, where, you know, you both have an understanding that you just do things differently to different results. There's no hidden agenda there, where it's like, I want to show this guy up. So like I tell every single person that makes an attempt to show me up on my own content, if you think you can do better, do better. There's no law, there's no rule that says you can't go and start your own channel and upload your own videos, because a lot of the times, and this is the only time that I'm actually going to call people out on this, but a lot of the times I see these guys leaving these comments on my videos. I click their profile to see what they have going for them, and I see no videos whatsoever. So why are you talking to me about anything? If you don't have the guts to create your own content, and I don't want to hear anything about, oh, I don't have a capture card, I don't have a device, I don't have a computer. Clearly you have a computer because you're playing the game. And for anybody calling anything into question, I spent a whole year, a year plus actually, uploading videos in the lowest quality possible. So I'm not trying to hear anything about, oh, I don't have the equipment to do it. No, you just don't want to do it for whatever reason, which is fine. But you're not going to go around on my channel, you're not going to go around on anybody else's channel bashing what they do when you don't even have the balls to do it yourself. That's not cool. So don't do that. Either way, if you come out trying to say something, understand that you become fair game. If I see that there's a hidden agenda there, you are fair game. I'm going to respond, and I'm going to respond in a way that you're probably not going to like, so don't come crying foul when I choose to do that. If you're going to step up and try to make a comment, maintain that stance when I fire back, and everything will be all good. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as possible. I didn't really think I'd have to make a video like this, but again, this is not the first time that I've seen something like this. This is not the second time. I've seen stuff like this for a little while now, and I feel like I'm hitting a point now where I actually have to make a video talking about this. And for anybody wondering, I purposely left my screen where it is so that you could see, like, I have 4,000 games played on my account right now. 4,000. I cracked it a little, I think yesterday. Excuse me. 4,000 games. I purposely left this screen up there so that you could see what I was talking about. 4,000 games, and I have, the only heroes I do not have at the moment are heroes that I absolutely do not want. I don't see any value in me getting Shogal. I don't see any value in me getting Vikings. Vikings more so because it's just not in me. That's not in my game. I don't want to add it to my game. For those of you that might have seen the Samuro video, I mentioned this. Why I don't pick Illusion Master. Because the micromanaging of 3 bodies is just not in my game. And as I have enough awareness as a player to understand that I don't have that in me. So I'm not going to force that issue. It's the only reason I don't have the Vikings. And it's nothing against the heroes themselves, because I do see a place for them in certain compositions. But again, I have enough understanding to know where my limits are. Every other hero in the game right now, I own. And I own them in a way that I could actually use them in Hero League. There's nobody that I cannot use to some effect. Most of these characters I can use at a very high level. Can I use all of them at a high level? No, definitely not. And I'll never sit here and say that I can, because I know that I can't. But most of them, I can play well enough to affect a game in my way to try to help my team win. And that's what Hero League is all about. having flexibility. A lot of the characters that you see me right now that I have a gold color on, a lot of those characters are characters that I just found fun, honestly. Fun factor does play a role in this game still. Like, even if you're playing to win, you still need to have fun while you're doing it. So the characters that I have more fun with are the characters that I had more levels with. And that's really all there is to it. But yeah, going back to these three, I can get them whenever I want. Anytime I want. I have the gold for it. I don't even have to spend money. I'm choosing not to buy these three heroes. So again, I'm not one of these hypocritical players that says, oh, I'm good at the game, I can do this, but then I only have Lily when I need to support. No. Not here. I actually own everything that I need to own to help my team win. It has nothing to do with it. So again, I actually play this game. That's all I'm going to say. Leave a comment all you want, but understand that if I see a hidden agenda there, it's going to become a conversation. I just really hope that you think you choose your words carefully. That's all I'm going to say. And yeah, I'm going to leave this one on. I'm going to leave this video on that note. I'm not even going to do an outro. I'm just going to leave it at that.